Time now for some top stories. With that, we welcome in Adam Schefter. A lot of quarterback injuries to follow this week. Take us through some of them. Adam, let's start with Deshaun Watson.
Laura, his first practice since late September today. He was listed as limited in practice, but the fact that he was out there at all is a notable development as he tries to come back from the deep bruise in that rotator cuff. And if he can be out there again tomorrow, that would be an encouraging sign for his availability for Sunday's game. Again, he said yesterday he's not sure when he can play again. As for the Raiders quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, he will not play Sunday against the Chicago Bears. Hospitalized on Sunday. The Raiders wanted to run tests on his back, and they've already made the decision that he's not going to play. They will rule him out tomorrow. They have not ruled him out yet, but he's not going to play, and they will turn to either the rookie Aiden O'Connell or Brian Hoyer. Daniel Jones, limited to practice today, still has not been cleared for contact due to that neck injury. We'll see whether he gets that clearance in time to play Sunday's game against the Commanders. If he doesn't, Tyrod Taylor once again would start for the New York Giants, who will be without their starting guard Shane Lemieux, who tore his biceps tendon, placed on injury reserve, the latest blow to a Giants offensive line that has had all kinds of moves and injuries and shakeups this year. A disappointing loss for the Giants.
Yeah, man, the hits keep on coming there. More from Adam later in the show. Let's get to another top story today. Davante Adams expressed some frustrations with how he's being used in that Raiders offense. Sunday, he was an afterthought, okay? Only 2 receptions for 29 yards. But Adam, what more can you tell us about this situation in Vegas?
Look, he's frustrated right now with his diminished role in the offense. And yeah, he's been nursing a shoulder injury, but they haven't gotten him the ball. And the way that he views it is the more they get him the ball, the better their chances are to win games and to have sustained success. He's not getting the ball, and so he believes it gives the team the best chance to win by getting the ball as often as possible, which hasn't happened the last couple of weeks. They've been fortunate enough to win, but Davante Adams is making it very clear. He wants that football, and he wants to win. He wants both together, and we'll see if the Raiders can accommodate him starting Sunday against the Chicago Bears.
I talked to Tay Adams earlier and just asked him about the comments and what they meant. He said, obviously, I'm not saying that winning games isn't important to me or that wins and losses isn't the reason why I play. But he says he plays for greatness, not only greatness within himself, but most importantly, greatness within his team. He wants to be a part of the team excelling. And I also understand this. There were times where I would walk away from games not having played my best, but we won as a team. And I was down on those days. I did feel like I needed to do more. I did feel like my preparation should have yielded a different level of success for me individually. Now, was I happy the scoreboard said the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the other team? Absolutely. But you want to be a part of that. You want to put your hand in the pile and contribute. And on the other side of that, this was, to me, like the most apparent thing that was coming this season, the most predictable thing. Jimmy G doesn't push the football down the field. Jimmy G is not a guy that's going to sit in the pocket, hold the football, and allow a guy like Davante Adams to work his stems, his leverage, and get into his routes. That's why he's more of a Jacoby Myers guy. With what Josh McDaniels does, what Jimmy G does, I saw this coming for a guy like Davante Adams.
Yeah, one, it shouldn't get to this. With a player that is that great, it should not. We talked about this last year.
Yeah.
I remember the game against the Tennessee Titans when they would not even look his way versus certain coverages, and I was like, they should be looking directly to him. This is year 2 of this. That's number 1. Number 2, if it doesn't change or it doesn't get better, does it get to the point where Davante Adams goes to them and says, I would like to be traded? That's all.
It kind of feels like we're already getting close to that. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but the other thing he told us last year was he just wanted a quarterback who was going to be there for a long time because he wants to be there a long time.
The situation's not all that different than Justin Jefferson's in a way. They can't be tied to those places without knowing who the quarterback is long term.
Right, not fair to them. RC, you had something quick?
And the other piece of it is this too, though. Jimmy, they took a step down in talent, in arm talent, in measurables, in physicality of quarterback when they went to Jimmy G away from Derek Carr. This was predictable, and now Josh McDaniels is not making the adjustments schematically to put the football in Davante Adams' hands. If he just doesn't love Las Vegas, he should have already asked for a trade.
Yeah, the trade deadline is Halloween, so that's upcoming. We'll see if anything happens there.